Kendrick is that weird white kid in the back of the class in the trench coat.
That you don't want to mess with.
I'm not saying anything about this dude.
Leave him alone.
But I'm not saying nothing to him either.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I ain't gonna let nobody say nothing to you.
I'll say what's up. Just to let you know, like, we'll be cool. Like, hey, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing? How's your day?
doing?
You want these tater tots? I don't even need them, bro. I don't even need them. I just like the Salisbury steak.
What's going on? It's your boy Mazi of Mazi's World. Across from me, I got Kai Phoenix of CSP, Cheap Suits Podcast.
Yes, sir.
And we are here at Bring It to the Table, talk about a monumental moment in hip-hop history.
Definitely monumental. It's a cookout, it's a celebration, and probably the greatest funeral I've ever seen in my life.
Talking about this history right here, people, if y'all don't know what's going on.
Right there.
Cassette.
Might have to steal that from you.
Drake, Kendrick Lamar, the whole bloody affair, as this mixtape is. But
somewhere out there,
yeah,
Ja Rule is like, God damn. God damn, ain't nobody do that to me.
Right. I mean, I know 50 was probably like, yo, this is crazy. Like, we had a wild beef, but this is different.
50 was compromised.
That's
50 was compromised, dog. He quieted the bug now.
Yeah, because he was rocking with Drake heavy.
He wasn't listening to nothing but what.
But this moment right here, the pop-out show.
Special, bro.
Live from the Forum in Inglewood. All the, Bloods, Crips, different gang sets.
It's like 16 different sets, fool.
So, yeah, 16 different sets all on stage. Because I definitely can't name them all. I'm not the guy to name everybody, but or every set.
I can name at least 10, but.
Sure.
It's just, I'm looking at To Pimp a Butterfly.
All over again.
All over again. And that's Nipsey's dream right there.
Absolutely. Kendrick fulfilled that.
You know what I'm saying? The last time you saw anything like that was Nip's funeral.
And that's what Kendrick said. He said, we were fucked up since Nip died.
We've been fucked up since Nip and, since Kobe died. So
right. It
ain't even about the back and forth no more. You know what I'm saying? It's weird that you can have somebody that uses a diss to unite. Have we ever seen anything like that? If you think about the 50 and the Ja Rule thing, I think that we were just tired of. At that time, you got Dipset, you got the Clips, you got G Unit. They're bubbling
right
underground. We was ready for the gangster shit to come back.
Absolutely.
We was tired of Ja Rule's sound.
Right.
So 50 came along. He made the same mistake that Drake did. You ain't got to show everybody attention. He showed the wrong person attention, and he got him on out of there. But really, we unified to get rid of that sound. Right. You know what I'm saying? But nothing like this, bro.
Nothing like this. A whole coast.
A whole coast, but I'm seeing it in Harlem. I'm seeing it everywhere.
Right.
Is much bigger. It's just crazy, man. On Juneteenth.
On top of all that.
There's so many undertones that come from their battle. Kendrick is just sort of that dude that when he says any little thing, just wait on it. Fuck the big three. It's just big me.
Look.
Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song.
Look what happened.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like every little thing he says, just wait on it. And it's going to come true. So
for sure.
It's crazy to see a diss song that unites people. And he made it into something different. And to be completely honest with you, he was really, really nice. He's like a boxer in a championship fight that knocks out the other boxer and then goes and stands on the ropes while they're doing the count. He ain't doing backflips, he ain't doing none of that stuff, just another day at the office.
Right.
There was so many times that he could have talked shit through this whole performance.
Right.
He could have laughed, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He could have laughed.
He could have really taunted him.
He could have really did his victory lap.
For sure.
He let them do that for him. You know what I'm saying? I think he was really nice. I think he was really classy. He knew what this is about. The thing I like about him is, there could be a study. He's created a blueprint for how you move.
Yeah.
Silence and violence. It's a whole blueprint. This nigga's not on social media. He don't do no interviews. The whole time he's battling, he ain't got nothing to say.
Nothing to say.
After his battle, he goes quiet than a motherfucker. He don't say nothing.
Nothing. Speaking of, the victory lap in LA, there was rumors, I don't know if it's true, but there was people that were trying to fly in to see the show. And KDOT refunded those tickets to the people flying in from out of
Fans?
like fans, like that were coming in from like out of state.
Well, it was sold out.
So
like
yeah, so like they were sold out, but then like there were tickets available, and then sold out, and then tickets available, and they were saying that people that were flying in from out of state to try to come see the show, Kendrick refunded those tickets, where he found out if people were coming in, so that way the people from LA, from home, could come in. This was a home victory.
This nigga is the Joker. He's the Riddler, all mixed in one. Like, everything he does has intention. Everything is meticulous, well planned out, real intricate. It's crazy, man.
From not only the song, but I mean the fit too.
The fit,
because Pac wore that same. Pac wore the same fit.
When have you seen him? When the last time you seen him wear a cross or jewelry?
And then that dance right there was the same dance on Hotline Bling.
This dude is like, he's just not the guy to beef with.
Nah, man.
Because then you gotta get nervous because he's got time on his hands and he's just gonna go quiet.
Right.
And he'll plot for 2 years. I feel like he plotted this beef out in its entirety for 2 years. Yeah. He just was ready on all angles, and he does it quiet.
Then when it arrives, the world stops and we pay attention.
The only thing we've seen anything close to this, Jay-Z, I Declare War concert.
Yes, with Nas.
And we thought, oh man, he's gonna reignite the beef again. It's gonna get crazy. And then Nas comes out. It's like, whoa.
Right.
They shook hands. I'll never forget that picture. I had that big poster on my wall, man. So I think this is the only thing close. And that's another thing. I was hoping, and I know I might have been the only person. I was like, what if he brings out J. Cole?
I think we was all watching. We was watching and waiting.
But he kept it Cali.
Yeah, for sure.
I was really hoping that he would bring out Cole. But, let's take it from the preliminaries if you want.
Let's talk about it, man. So, and if you haven't seen the show, I'm not sure if you find it on Amazon Prime, but I think it's on YouTube. But I also made the playlist. I curated the playlist of the exact same set. You can find it on Spotify and you can find it on Apple Music. Just search for your boy. Here it is, the DJ Head and Friends set. First song, we had Rimble with Touchable. Hearing some of these records, it was kind of like, the running joke was, Kendrick went through his hood, just driving through Compton on Rosecrans and was like, hey, get in the whip, we about to go perform at the Forum.
Well, they did
say
that this was meticulous. These were all artists that were picked by Dave Free and Kendrick. So he meant for them to be there. I wasn't the biggest fan of Trimble, but a lot of the open up situation, very regional, very, very, very Cali.
Yeah.
A lot of people were talking about how some of them wasn't ready for the moment, it seemed like. But it's like, hey man, you never know these kind of things are gonna happen, man. And this is your shot. You go up and you do your best showing, man. I've been there. I know what it's like. The nervousness and the big man, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, this is a spotlight, and I think the positive thing about this, obviously, is the fact that this is a huge spotlight for these artists to get their shine on.
You couldn't ask for a bigger one. So Ray Vaughn, I really like Ray Vaughn, but of course he's TDE.
Too, man. I like Ray Vaughn too. Problems. That's a great record with him and Push.
Yeah.
Which people were thinking Push was gonna pull up too, but I'm like, nah, he in Paris doing the fashion shit.
Yeah. A lot of people were out. Like, I initially was upset that there was no Snoop, but he's on tour. He's in Canada of all places. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I initially when I watched it, I was like, where was Snoop? Where was Game?
Yeah.
We'll get there. But Ray Vaughn had a really good showing.
Yeah, I like this kid a lot. I think he's the future of TDE for sure, man. I like Ray Vaughn.
Well, Reason's leaving.
When it comes to TDE and that label, everybody's pen is immaculate.
I think that I had a discussion with somebody the other day. I think that they are the best rap label.
Really?
Period. For the simple fact that if you look at everybody that's on TDE, TDE is about, we signed you because we like this thing that you do as an artist.
Yes.
Do that. Don't feel any pressure to make any type of hits or try to conform to any sound. No. Do your thing, and we'll push whatever you make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Artist development, which doesn't happen anymore. So
True.
You got the freedom to be an artist. They encourage you to be an artist. They encourage you to really push into your artistry, and we'll push anything that you do, whatever your sound is. So you're encouraged to be yourself as an artist. You get that artist development. You're around your contemporaries. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard Schoolboy Q talk about Kendrick, but he reveres this dude.
Yeah.
Because he was Kendrick's, sidekick or his hype man, and he's making songs, and after a while, Kendrick just fires him.
Right.
And he's like, you're ready. You're bullshitting. You're ready. And he pushes Schoolboy into what he is now.
Right.
So it's like they push each other. They've got freedom. They've got artistic freedom.
Yeah.
They got development. They're the best. That's what a record label should be. Ain't nobody trying to make hits. They just happen to.
They just happen to.
This nigga Kendrick has made nothing but concept albums.
Right.
But hits. And
SZA just came off one of her biggest albums too with SOS.
J-Rock.
Right.
Which is, we'll get there.
Yeah, because that Redemption album, we going to get into that.
Only person I never really got into was Ab, and you know me and you go back and forth with that.
I like Ab-Soul. Shout out to Ab-Soul, man, if you haven't seen
it. Yeah. What songs did he perform?
Here you go, man.
What
he couldn't, man. He couldn't.
What was the song he performed?
Money Trees.
That was J-Rock.
That was J-Rock.
I know, but come on,
Oh, that's right. He did perform. That's right.
Well,
he's the only one on stage not to perform.
He was doing the That Part remix with the Black Hippie remix.
I did like the 616 moment. That was dope.
I
felt like that was a TDE moment. That's what they do.
You know?
Hype each other up. You know what I'm saying?
Because hearing that beat in the background and then Kendrick putting his hand on Ab-Soul's shoulder.
I love that moment,
and was spitting, his rapping to him, and Ab-Soul's like, "Yeah, I heard
hyping
you.
him up. Yeah,
I heard you. Yeah.
I fuck with that big
You know, because rap sessions and stuff like that. We hear, the beats playing in the background. I'm looking at you as you're going over your bars, and I'm kind of looking down. I'm listening, and then like, woo, that was hard.
It really shows they bond, and this is what we've wanted for about 8 years. We wanted Black Hippie, so maybe one day they'll get their shit together and make music.
Yeah, we need that album.
I do got beef with the Black Hippie set, right? Who put together Schoolboy Q's set? Who put together his set?
You ain't like collard greens?
I love collard greens. Schoolboy Q is supposed to come out to studio. Violins, flashing light, everybody's waiting for that beat drop.
Yeah.
Do. Boom. That shit would have rang off in that motherfucker so hard. Everybody would sing for like the first 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then collard greens.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That shit would have went off. But he did that part. Yeah, all right.
Because it was the Black Hippie remix. Getting everybody on stage.
All right. So now when you do that part, who are we expecting to see? Northwest is in the building. How do you not do studio? I don't know.
Yeah.
I was really mad at that. But J-Rock, man, I've had Win in my head, like, ever since this went off.
I love Win.
Everybody loves, They Not Like Us, but it's been Win.
Yeah.
I forgot how much I really love that song, man.
No, listen, so Win is my daughter and I's, whenever she finishes a grade in school, we play that record.
I love that.
Just because,
record, bro.
that's like, it means so much to me and to her. Like the challenges that she's gone through with certain teachers and things of that nature. So like now it's kind of like a
celebration, dog.
It's a celebration, You
gotta celebrate those. That's one of my favorite parts, man.
For sure. Shout out J-Rock. Shout out the whole TDE, man.
So let's talk about Problem. How is he that early in the fucking set?
Yeah.
Why is he going by his real name?
I don't like the name change personally.
It's confusing.
Yeah, and he's built his career off his name as Problem, and everybody's familiar with Problem, but seeing Jason Martin is kind of like
you can see people in the crowd like, and then when you hear the song, you're going, "Oh, that's Problem."
That's Problem,
bro. I'm like, first of all, he shouldn't be that early in the set list.
Yeah,
it's fucking Problem.
Right.
But he did his thing. He did his 1-2. I tell you who I don't want to see again. Can we not bring up Ty Dolla $ign ever again? It was atrocious, dog.
It was bad. For him to be as legendary as he is.
This nigga is fresh off of doing a collaboration with Kanye West.
Sure.
And he got the Coming to America collab. That boy good.
Oh, damn.
He got
the
Coming to America. He's fresh off of a #1 album, and don't nobody give a fuck. His mic is all fucked up. So they give him a mic. And they shouldn't have just given. Boy, it was hard to catch up with them vocals, wasn't it?
It was bad.
He sound terrible. He might as well not even had the mic.
So is it fair to say Ty Dolla $ign is a studio singer?
Clearly.
Damn.
Clearly. His set was terrible. I was just watching like, wow.
Yeah.
This is kind of embarrassing. Then the Steve Lacy dude came out there and I was like.
Shout out Steve Lacy.
That was much better than Ty.
For sure.
Blast was much better than Ty. And then Tyler, Creator.
Come on, man.
Yo, that moment was great, bro. Because I don't really feel like he's felt a lot of love.
Right.
Because they were so different. And now to see LA unified, and when he comes up there, the house just goes. I wish he would have done more songs.
Because it's so crazy. Because Tyler is known as the guy to do Coachella, and
Well, it's Gangchella.
and you know. but there's a clear difference.
Yeah.
There's a clear difference between Coachella and then there's Gangchella.
Yeah.
And Coachella is literally like coinciding with Tyler. Anytime Coachella was, you know Tyler's gonna shut Coachella down, and you know the crowd that's there. Versus Gangchella, you know what I'm saying? And Tyler going out there and he getting the massive amount of love that he got.
He broke through in a major way.
Come on, man.
He broke through in a major way.
With his own sound too.
Always being himself.
Being himself.
Always evolving.
Yes.
And placing himself in the right tutelage. One of the greatest things ever, Tyler meets Pharrell. That's been like the dopest thing that ever happened for him.
Yeah.
He came out and he was doing his twirling and stuff like that. Don't nobody got shit to say because Ty is Ty.
Right.
Tyler was dope. That was a big moment, man.
And you know how they are in LA. It's just like, yo, people may look at Tyler and be like, yo, that's kind of, he's different. And then what they gonna say? Hey, that's just him, cuz.
He is,
you know what I'm saying?
He is literally West Coast Andre 3000.
Oh, wow.
He's West Coast Andre. He came out. We didn't get this motherfucker. What's he doing? What's he wearing? What's going on? Yeah, he can spit, but he's weird. And then he just did him until we were like,
that makes so much sense.
See, that's what I'm here for. That's why you bring me here.
That makes sense.
Now let's bring me to my biggest gripe of the night. This is LA, all things unified. There is a person who deserves more spotlight. Nip deserved a better tribute.
Yeah.
I was just sitting in the house like this, like, yo, what the fuck is this shit about?
Yeah.
It should have been Tyler comes out, then you bring out Roddy.
Yeah.
He does a box. Then he does Racks in the Middle, which leads into the Nip tribute.
Right.
There should be at least 4 Nip songs.
Right.
Pay proper tribute to the dude that, you know, if he was still here, he would have done that.
Exactly.
Then bring out Kendrick. Because for a while, the two of them were synonymous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He deserved a much better tribute than that.
I thought the tribute was cool. I think, like you said, I think there should have been more songs. Victory Lap definitely should have been played.
Victory Lap, Hustle and Motivate. I was really hoping that Kendrick would do Dedication.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Do his verse and let Nip go. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I was really hoping that he would do Dedication, but I really felt like for a moment like this, which we're, you know, he can do more of these shows, but you're never going to get like this moment.
Right.
I really felt like Nip deserved more. You see all those people out there wearing Nip shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I mean, even in the picture, shout out Bino Rito, he got the marathon shirt on.
Dom.
You know, Dom had a
Dom
Nip
was out
shirt.
there.
Yeah, for sure.
There were several people out there, so I just think that in this moment, for this occasion, he deserved a little bit more love than what he got.
I agree.
I'm gonna put this song on that not everybody knows the words to because I produced it, and then I'll bring out Roddy Ricch. I was like, what? But you know, that's just a personal gripe. But you know, at least they did do. I was worried about it if they were gonna do a Nip tribute. I forget who I was talking to about it. It was like, yo, they better do a Nip tribute.
Yeah.
But that should have been the last thing that they did before they bring out Kendrick. Because even when they did the tribute, when he started the song and everybody was like, as soon as you hear his voice,
Yeah.
it hit just a little different, man.
Right.
And the best thing about this is that the West shows people all of this shit started over a decade ago when Game, and Snoop, and Corrupt, and all of them gathered around and handed Kendrick the crown.
Torch, right.
And now you see where it ends up. Is because the OGs knew exactly when it was time to pat and who to do it to.
Right.
It should have been Game. But he had a lot of negative attributes that could throw people, you know, that could throw it back into a negative atmosphere. And when they saw Kendrick, they were like, nah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So it all started there when they did exactly what they were supposed to do. And now it ends up here.
But I think it's dope too because I think Kendrick is kind of doing the same thing here.
Yes.
With this show.
Yep.
When it comes back to the opening acts of the showcase, I know there's one guy that Skrills and I keep talking about. This cat named Wally the Sensei.
Right. Yeah.
He
dope. Was surprising.
He's dope. This 03 Flow record.
He was surprising.
Skrills, if you want to, you know, put your 2 cents in, man.
Yeah, man. I just thought he was one of them acts that was like, who is this?
He was ready for the moment too.
Exactly.
Sure.
Absolutely.
He was wearing some strange record label clothing, but you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
he dressed like he was on a strange tour.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Whole crowd singing.
Listen.
Clearly, they know him. he stuck out to me as like, because one question I want to ask y'all
Yeah.
is like, who do y'all think is the future? And I think he's one.
For sure.
Given the right situation and support, like he's one.
He's definitely got he's got his own lane. He's got his own image thing going on.
Yeah.
And he was ready for the moment. Look
Yes.
how he's controlling the stage.
Right.
While everybody else was just concentrating on the front.
Right.
Then he came out and he sang a cappella. Right? He was just ready, bro.
He was ready.
You can tell who was ready for the moment. He's comfortable. Yeah, he's comfortable. He's confident.
And he picked a hell of a record too.
Right. Listen, when it comes to these records, I understand this is DJ Head and Friends, but do you think Head, him being a DJ and knowing the sound, was like, hey, you should perform this record? Or do you think the artists were in charge of their destiny as far as picking the right record?
He was saying on his podcast that, he got the assignment short notice and, he was nervous about managing all the people and whatnot.
Right.
And a couple of them had their own big records, but they had collaborations.
Right.
And so he felt like it would be better if those artists performed their collaborations instead of individual. And everybody agreed, like the whole atmosphere was all peace and love and everybody was down for the moment. And it really just elevated.
And that's another thing too. Like, and we'll continue on to talk about the rest of the show and see clips and all that. But did you notice, and Skrills, if you want to throw your 2 cents in as well, these artists out here in LA, the songs they perform, a lot of the crowd knew their records.
Yeah.
You talk about support.
Yeah, but they support their own. LA is
Right, but that's and then I want to stay right there. They support their own, and they know and fuck with each other. Now, let's bring the magnifying glass to our city.
okay.
Is there a chance something like this could ever happen, where San Antonio artists get together on one stage, you perform records? Will the audience sing your songs word for word? And mind you, I'm just saying names for references. I'm not, no disrespect to nobody, nothing like that. Khalid comes out and does one song. Mm-hmm. The crowd singing his words? Mm-hmm. Okay. Livola comes out. The crowd singing his words?
You already know.
Okay, live. Yeah, sure. Is he?
Sure.
Then after that, now it starts getting blurry. You know what I mean? Depending on the momentum and who the artist is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, there's 14.
I don't feel like...
But look, there's 14 there.
Now
and the crowd was going with all 14.
Okay. What you're also seeing is, and you watched the show.
Yes.
The diversity of the sounds.
Right.
And yet everybody was still with it. Everybody embraced the diversity of the sounds because they're known for their diversity.
Correct.
And the city embraces their diversity, even though they have a common sound.
Sure.
A lot of them were part of that common sound, and a lot of people were out of the box. So you need what you're asking is, and to answer your first question, there has been several times in which all these artists came out, and I don't know how the crowd reacted, but there was a lot of unification. There's been several times with that from several different camps, whether that be the Khalid camp, whether that be the Mojo camp. There's different camps within the city.
Sure.
And they have their own audiences. Can those audiences come together? I don't know. The city doesn't have a certain sound, and we don't necessarily embrace the diverse
sounds
within the city. Everybody is a fan of who they're a fan of. If all of those things came together, I'm not sure.
LA and SA, there's similarities, but
sure.
The main thing in your question, Mazi, is that there's not one guy here. There's not the guy that's gonna wrangle all these artists under a unifying sound or flag or even show. You know what I mean? It's not a knock on anybody, but I don't think Izzy is that guy. I don't even know if he wants to be.
You're still looking at...
But who is the guy? You know what I'm saying?
No,
like, who is the guy
there's never
here?
been a guy, and to our detriment, the issue that we have is that there is always going to be a race to be the guy.
Right.
And when you're on a race to be the guy, then, there's always going to be a competitive atmosphere. Nobody's going to win in that, sort of situation.
Sure.
But there are unifiers within our city.
Yeah.
That whose goal is to bring it. But can you put a Livola fan base in the same place with a Greg G, the Golden Child fan base? Can they coexist? Can they love the same thing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they can. But
Well, I think at this point, I think where we're at right now is that we need to embrace the younger guys coming up, and we need to embrace the diversity of sounds. I want to live where Kylie gets his stuff off, Entry gets his stuff off, Bankroll gets his stuff off,
Right.
Kev gets his stuff off, Yoda gets his stuff off. Like, there's so many. If we can just embrace that our city is dope.
Exactly.
Let's embrace like all the audience and whoever is dope. No matter what your sound is, be dope.
Be dope.
Make good projects.
Just create dope shit. Yeah.
And I think that the younger artists coming up, Bandsworth, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Fish,
Knots. Fish, for sure. Knots is another
Ant
one.
Fish,
Yeah. Ant Fisher, for sure.
Deshaun J. There's a lot of different artists with all these different sounds that we should embrace the younger guys coming up. It's up to the OGs. Step on out the way because you're already established. You got your thing.
Yeah.
Step out the way and let them breathe and usher them in. So it's a whole lot of embracing that we need. We need unifiers and we need people to embrace each other.
For sure.
No more competition. Just be dope.
Just be dope. Just create dope shit.
Compete with yourself, compete with your camp, and embrace.
and make everyone and make each other better. That's the thing.
That's it.
That's it.
Challenge each other. You know, we just gotta step our game up in every form and fashion.
I agree.
I think it's possible, but not necessarily with my generation.
I hear you. One of my favorites from this from the opening set as far as DJ Head and Friends, one of the newer names that I got familiar with was RJ Mr. LA.
Oh, that dude? He came with the energy, didn't he?
He came out. I don't know if he was ski walking or be.
He was
but he came out.
ready.
He came out there and was walking. Crowd went insane.
He was ready
Look.
because he came with that energy.
that
That fool
look.
was ready, dog.
What?
That's what I'm talking about, bro. He was
touch
ready,
me.
dog.
yeah.
He came with that energy. I don't like how LA is on their bell bottom stage right now. It seems like everybody had that shit on, dog.
Gonna get shot.
Oh man, he was ready.
But you hear the crowd singing word for
Yeah,
word
he
too.
was ready. Yeah, I fucked with that.
Hold on, wait for the hook to come in. We didn't hear the crowd coming. Ooh.
Oh man.
Hard.
Hey man, when your number is called,
Are you ready for opportunity?
When your number is called,
when opportunity knocks
you gotta pop out
and show
and
niggas.
show niggas. When I used to do my thing, I used to have to hype myself up.
Yeah.
And the only way I could hype, I'm gonna fuck this crowd up. I had to I'm gonna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
First thing I used to do is just run out there and jump in the crowd. And I used to be like tying them, be like, crowd. So yeah, he had that energy.
And then I guess we can go back to a person you were talking about was YG. When you
Hey man, look.
I know you say I don't know if you say you wasn't the biggest fan.
I don't even fuck with YG like that.
Yeah.
But presence is presence. It wasn't enough that his music came on. When he stepped on stage,
Right. Look.
energy shifted. With his stupid
Look at the crowd. They jumping
fucking
up and
clothes.
down.
With his stupid fucking clothes.
It was the dress shoes.
It's always his fucking stupid socks, his stupid shorts, his dumb jacket.
Yeah.
But he killed it, dog.
He killed it.
It was like, it came on and everybody went wild, but once he touched the stage, it went up another level. And I was sitting there like, I'm not a hater of YG. I'm just not a YG dude, but god damn, bro.
Yeah.
Presence is presence. And this shit was undeniable. If you've never been a YG fan, this is undeniable, dog.
Yeah, man.
That nigga did Tooted and Booted, and I've always hated that song.
I hated that song
shit
too.
Rang off.
It rang off in there.
That shit rang off.
But I
dog.
guess that when it comes to regional sounds, people Tooted and Booted was one of the records in LA, I guess.
With his stupid shorts that look like a skirt. But he killed it, dog. He's got his thing, and he does his thing.
For sure.
That's when I saw the most of LeBron. That's when LeBron was really, really vibing.
Right. Yep. LeBron want to jump on
Nah,
stage.
he really established. YG really established his thing, man. It's undeniable.
Nah, for sure.
Hate it or love it, it's undeniable.
Shout out YG, man, because he definitely put, he definitely carried that West Coast flag. Him and Nip at one point was, like you said, when you say him and Kendrick, Nip and Kendrick were kind of correlating on parallel lanes at one point.
I think
YG was right along with him.
He's Nip that doesn't read. That's what YG is. YG is Nipsey Hussle that does not like to read out loud in the class.
You could have just said it's Nip, but
it's unlike me.
You could have said Nip with a blood. That's all you could have said.
He sounds like he's got a mouthful of marbles. He doesn't like to read out loud, but he will punch you on the playground. That's YG, dog.
YG, if you happen to see this, dog.
And his stupid socks.
I would love for you to come on the show.
His stupid penny loafers. I never understood. We will never understand. Who else was doing that? But that's his thing,
That's
bro.
his thing. And he puts on a hell of a show.
I just want to know like what the statement is, though. I would love to ask him what's with the socks and the shoes.
Because I know, besides creating his own style, I mean, obviously, it worked.
I was taught at a very young age, you got your church shoes and you got your play clothes. And he's mixing them. And I don't fuck with it, bro. Are you going to run a game, a ball, or are you going to testify? I don't know. Because it looks like you want to do both.
He's doing, and he did both.
He did both. He killed that shit.
He killed it. Let's talk about the man of the evening, though.
This nigga started off with Euphoria. He started off as a nigga who I love music, but my favorite music is 70s soul.
Sure.
I can never hear Teddy Pendergrass again.
Never.
It's not his song no more.
It's not.
It's not his song no more. As soon as somebody starts singing, I'm waiting for them superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. He took his song. He started with Euphoria. Yo, it must be said, he didn't drink one drop of water the whole show.
Wait, what?
He never took a sip of nothing the whole show. He starts the show off with a 6-minute song. He raps the whole 6 minutes. I'm going to get a swig after that.
Right.
He's wearing a hoodie the whole time.
The whole time.
Sweating. He didn't take a swig of nothing. That's different, fool. A 6-minute song to start and didn't cut it.
Kendrick's crazy.
Kendrick different, bro.
He's different.
Did he fuck up? I expect, you just put out a song and it's a 6-minute song at some point.
Sure.
But I think that I felt like he was building up because he wanted to freestyle that, just give me the ring back.
He did.
And I'll give you a little respect, and then lost his place.
He did.
Because I was like, is the stream fucked up or did he fuck up?
Nah, there was a couple of stumbles that he had on some of these records. I don't think that took away from the energy.
No, it really didn't. It'll throw you off of what place. But the way I feel about that is, hey man, that nigga wrote the song. He can do whatever he wants.
Do whatever you want to do.
When I tell you I was in my house going crazy.
Crazy.
That's the most comfortable I've ever seen him in years. He came straight from the house.
Right. I'm telling you, he left.
Give me some bust down.
He left from Compton. He left off of Rosecrans. Was like, hey, I'm about to pull up to the floor. I'm gonna do this.
That was Ben Baller's bust down jewelry.
Basically.
Let me get some.
Let me hold that real quick.
Let me hold that real quick. I'm gonna go perform real quick.
Yeah.
Unify.
You can pull up to the show.
Let me
too.
unify a whole coast real quick, and I'm
gonna be right back.
I'll be right back.
Be right back.
Let me unify a whole coast off of one song, cause I'm a magic nigga.
Right.
And then I'll be right back. I'll give it back.
I'll give it right back to you. I got you.
Unify coast off of one song.
Can we also talk about how the Family Matters record by Drake is really not holding up to? It's not holding weight.
Can he perform those records?
Because obviously there was a record, the line where he says, shake that ass for free. Is the baby freeze? Is it, is it yours?
They were there. Chilling.
They were there chilling. Free executive produced the show.
Yo, and just the fact of back to back, I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record. Not only did he drop back to back, but then he did like that back to back.
Back to back. To back.
This nigga, whenever he says something, wait on it.
Yeah.
It's going to come to pass. Just wait on it. Give it some time, and then it's going to happen.
Whitney was there?
Yeah, with the kids.
With the kids.
Having a ball out there, screaming out the lyrics and stuff like that. But he never answered anything. That's another thing for anybody out there that finds themselves in a rap beef. He didn't answer or play into nothing. All right, let's move on to the next diss track. Drake was back there defending shit, and I didn't touch none of them kids because I'd have been arrested. What?
What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
And I'm too rich to do that.
Yeah, I make a lot of money. I would never touch kids.
I would never touch the kids.
Rich niggas don't touch kids.
Excuse me?
What? Nobody in the studio going, Drake, nah. Nah, that's not it.
Oh my God.
He never fucking really replied to anything.
Nothing. He just dropped records.
And even when he did, he was like, it felt like when you're getting in an argument with somebody, he's not staying on the point.
Right.
He just be like, nah, I disagree, but and then he'll keep going. Like,
Right.
you want to talk about my splits? I'll double back on you on that one.
Right.
And then he moves on to the next shit.
it-
He's not defending anything.
And then what was the Family Matters line that he mentioned on Not Like Us? Because he mentioned that to his extent. He said something about the Family Matter. I don't know.
With the Whitney and the Dave Free shit, never said anything about it.
Nothing.
The truth is the truth. You don't chase a lie.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because then you give it power. Don't chase a lie. You just move on and keep going.
Right.
So that was like another one of his keys to his victories is that he never belated on he never stayed on a point.
Right.
He let Drake go and have your say, I got something for you. Don't even worry
Don't
about
worry
it.
about it. And as soon
If
as,
the niggas want to believe that, they can believe that. That's on them. That ain't on me.
Right.
I ain't gonna chase no lie.
and as soon as he dropped the Family Matters, it got stepped on by Meet the Grams.
It's the great listen.
Then
I'm going to die on this hill. I feel like Meet the Grams, which he didn't perform. That was so nice of him.
That was very nice of him.
I think everybody should recognize how nice he was.
Yeah.
Because that one was real personal.
And it was haunting.
It's my favorite one.
I'll be honest.
I think it's the most effective rap beef song of all time.
I'm trying to think.
Not the best, but the
I was
most
going to say,
effective.
yeah, you said effective.
The most effective.
Sure.
Because for me, that was it.
That was it. That was the nail in the coffin.
Drake was high-siding because Family Matters was his atom bomb.
Right.
And he dropped it. Now let's go celebrate. And then 15 minutes later, it's over.
Right.
Stepped all over this shit. And that was my third release. In 2 days, this game is over.
Over. And then I'm going to take a victory lap with Not Like Us.
That was a sprinkle that turned in. I never thought Not Like Us was going to do this. When I heard it, it was funny.
Right.
Oh, man, it's great. He might even have a hit off of this. Might. That was my thought process. I never thought it was going to turn into this.
Right.
It's sacred now.
I know the city was joking. I mean, no, I want to say the city. The world really was joking around and be like, yo, this is the shit of the summer. Beyond the summer.
No.
It's beyond the summer anthem now.
It's a moment. It's a moment.
Yeah, once Dre did that.
That's crazy, man. I just love the walk off, bro.
Yeah.
And he always had something different for each time.
Right.
So the second time he ran it back, I'm going to let the crowd.
Let the crowd sing.
Let me show you my power.
Right.
First it was me, then it's the crowd.
What did the timestamp say? It said the karaoke version.
Yeah. Then I bring out the girls.
Right.
Then I bring out Mustard. And then everybody else.
Right.
And then drop it again after unification.
Right. Yeah, as I'm walking off the stage, which those a total of 6
I
times.
really wish Vince would have been out there too, but he's overseas.
You saw what he tweeted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But his tweet was hilarious. He said,
He was, if I would have known Tommy the Clown had been there, I would have canceled my whole tour.
my whole tour.
But that, Tommy the Clown,
He's important.
I don't think people really understand how he reformed gang members through dance.
Right.
That nigga's different.
He's different. Shout out
So
Tommy
he
the
deserved his showcase, although I did not watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a go for refreshments. I'm cool. I love the kids, bro. But I watch Rise. I'm good.
Rise is a great documentary.
I watch Rise. I'm good.
Oh man. And then Kendrick shot Not Like Us.
See, a lot of people thought, just like I thought, that the music video they were shooting at the show.
Nah.
Nah. If Kendrick has one fucking scene where he's shooting this video outside of the Marathon store, I don't know if he will, but god damn it, bro.
Yeah.
So, it's time to talk some real talk. And this is just me speaking for myself. I have been listening to hip hop for a very long time.
Okay.
My first favorite rapper was Kool Moe Dee. That lets you know how long I've been listening to hip hop. My second favorite rapper was DOC.
Okay.
That lets you know how long I've been listening to hip hop. Nas is my GOAT. He's had 2 runs in 30 years. Kendrick needs one more solid to classic album.
And then you put him as your GOAT.
He's the greatest of all time. One more. He's met all the criteria, and now he's won the biggest rap battle in rap history. Mm-hmm. He's the only person with a Pulitzer because we don't win those. We don't even know what they are. He's third in Grammys because he didn't have as long a career as the other 2 guys.
Sure.
He's got the hits, and he only makes concept albums.
Right.
But he's a hit maker at the same time. He's got the respect of the activist community. It's literally the soundtrack of the Black Lives Matter era. He's checked all the boxes. He's got arguably 3
3 classics.
Arguably 3. He's
Yeah.
got the best. Well, we can debate my dark twisted fantasy and To Pimp a Butterfly is the best of that decade.
Okay.
But it's in the argument.
It's an argument.
Me personally, I feel like it's the best, most important.
Okay.
It'll be in a museum somewhere in a couple years.
Yeah.
He needs one more.
How you think it's going to sound?
I don't know what his approach is. All I know is for those in the know, Terrace Martin was online and he was talking about somebody else. And a fan was like, yeah, well, but who's in there with Kendrick? And he said, everybody. That might mean Flying Lotus, Thundercat,
Right.
Robert Glasper. That may mean Hit Boy.
Yeah.
That may mean Dr. Dre.
Especially something after this,
That might mean Soundwave.
1500.
Ugh.
Come on, man.
He said everybody.
Battle Cat.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to imagine, dog. I mean, imagine he did an album where each one of those people that we talked about has a producer.
Yeah.
Hit Boy, Flying Lotus, Thundercat, Robert Glasper, Battle Cat, Dr. Dre, Soundwave. Fucking shit.
Quick.
Oh boy. And he did well, I mean, he was part of King Kunta.
Yeah.
Man, look.
Yeah.
One more solid to classic album. And he's done. And that's big for me because, you know, I've been changing that top 5,
sure.
and he don't really miss. And if you want to say he miss, you got to listen to Mr. Morale again.
Right.
I watched his tour on Prime. Have you watched it?
No, I haven't.
Man, go on Prime and look up his Mr. Morale tour.
Yeah.
It'll make you understand, oh no, this album was...
Yeah. Because even when I heard it, I enjoyed the album. I enjoyed the album for what it was. You know what I mean? For it being the project that it was supposed to be, I enjoyed it.
I think it's one of them ones that you just need to go listen again. I needed to listen again because when it first came out, I just was like, I expected something different. This is like really fucking personal.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And I'm good with a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to run that thing back. But I just was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And that's the first time I ever had to say that about a Kendrick project. Doesn't mean it was bad.
Right.
It just means the standard that he's created.
Right.
The reason people don't like it is because he created a certain standard that's not better. It's still better than KOD and all these other ones you want to talk about. But for the standard that he created, it was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the more I go back and listen to it, the more you mature, the more you go, oh, I see. If he can combine the two sounds of who he is, because he's two sounds. If he can combine those two, I can't wait. I need that, and I need a Black Hippie too.
No, for sure. Skrills, how do you feel about the Pop Out show and Kendrick, where he stands today as an artist, and as far as up next for his project?
I mean, I'll keep it short, man. I just think I was around for the Tupac House of Blues, but I don't remember it. I was so young,
right?
And it felt like that moment for Tupac was and made him what he became, and unfortunately didn't live up to because of his passing, right? But Kendrick is playing that shit out.
Man, it's so crazy as you say that. It's like Pac came, and I think he's probably the most influential and probably the most important rapper of all time.
Right.
Right.
The guy just can't lose.
I agree.
But Pac represented potential. If he just would have, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You saw where he was going. It was like, if he just would have.
Right.
Nip came, and he actually achieved it.
He was the branch, for sure.
But then he got cut down. And now you're seeing Kendrick do what Nip could have done. It's a continuation that's going on the West Coast that's not going on anywhere else. At least you could say the good thing about Houston is that Houston honors their legends.
Yes.
In a way that I don't think anybody else honors their legends.
I agree.
Atlanta works together.
Yes.
Better than anybody else. That's about it. But in the West Coast, it's just there is a continuation process, a passing of the baton that they do there that they don't do nowhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And their legends embraced them.
It's like you're watching the evolution chart. You know what I'm saying?
And all that to say that I think that, this project coming up, because I it's hard to say that if this would be his last one, but it feels like if there was ever one to just cap off the music career,
For real.
this is it.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think when it comes out, we're gonna look back and feel like, damn, this is it. Like, this is his magnum opus of his music career, and then now he's gonna really lean into the whole PG Lang and all of that, and what that encompasses. But I think his upcoming project might be that like the one that Kai's talking about, like his certified like this is it.
Which is crazy because I think he already has some magnum opus.
But one thing I was telling Q in the group chat as well was that this whole show felt like a coronation.
For sure.
Right?
He's
Like,
the heavyweight,
yes, undisputed
rap champion right now.
Right.
in
He
hip
took
hop.
the crown.
Hip hop for sure.
He took the crown for sure. He's got all the belts. Unified.
Unified champ for
He's
sure.
a unified
Right.
champ. That's a different champ.
Right.
I'm not WBO. I'm not WBA.
No.
I'm the I got all the belts.
Right.
And I think my last point is that like for Drake clearly being the more popular quote unquote rapper, that means jack shit.
He's just got to go away, take some time off, let them niggas have sometimes that is what it is, man. If you're dealing with an L, hey man, let them niggas have their laughs, bro.
Yeah.
You'll miss me. Because for everything that Kendrick does, you're going to want them hits.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, he's still a message guy.
Right.
And life is all about balance. You need that balance. He is the balance. You got to go away, recalibrate, let them niggas miss you. Let him be the champion. And, we're going to get message from Kendrick. And people are getting a little tired of message. And they're going to want that thing back. Step back in those shoes.
Back in. Right.
Right.
But right now, he's doing a whole bunch of missteps.
Right.
He's rushing to get outside. But like, nigga, no.
No. Go in the house.
No, because you can lose it all, bro. You can get Ja ruled.
Right. Because right now,
You're close, nigga. I just can't rush outside when my name is synonymous with, hey, I don't know if you're a pedophile, but you're creepy, bro.
right.
You're on some creep shit.
Yeah.
Relax, man. Let these niggas forget that shit.
Right.
Sometimes you got to recalibrate, reform a different team, and go win a different championship.
Right. Stop stepping outside in Texas and going to Houston and Dallas and trying to show face.
Dog, we've seen this before.
We've seen this before.
We've seen it with Kobe. He caught a case.
Right.
He went quiet. He went to the Olympics. He stayed quiet, and then he went back and won a chip. And we were like, what case?
Back to back.
He had a case?
Right.
I don't remember that shit.
Right.
I just remember the championships.
Right.
That you can win. If anybody is on his team, they would tell him, go on that vacation you was talking about going on. Stop making this dumbass Delilah shit.
Yeah, stop jumping on stories and talking about revenge. Because when you say revenge,
Spin the block, nigga.
if you know the definition of revenge, that means you lost then.
Yeah.
So Drake fans out there, stop saying he won. Because if he's talking about revenge, that means he lost. Because that means you're out for revenge. You're out for plotting against something.
In a way, he lost. Drop. Okay.
I was trying to keep it PG.
It was bad, bro. It was bad. All of that shit. But I've never seen backfire like this. It's like everything backfired on this dude, bro. Everything. This is the worst L ever.
Ever.
It's like when Jules, remember the verses with Locks versus Dipset. Oh, y'all don't make songs for girls? Like, word?
Okay.
We got a whole nother sentence for that. Immediately. And it was like, bro, that was it. That was literally the end of the verses. Jada did his thing, and if you had any hope after Jules opened his dumbass mouth,
it was over.
It's over.
It was over.
So he just needed to take some time out.
Yeah.
He still got a career. He got fans.
He'll be fine.
He'll be just fine if he makes the right moves. Right now, this sexy red shit ain't it, bro. You looking bad in these streets, bro.
Oh no! Remember that's what Kendrick said. When you stand next to sexy red,
and then immediately, you thought that was gonna be funny? You want to get on BBL Drizzy? It
didn't work.
It didn't work. It didn't work, dog.
Go in the house.
Go home.
Street lights are on.
Go home and take a shit.
Go home, Aubrey.
Yeah, go home, get some air conditioner, take a shit, get a Pop-Tart, then come back to the court.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Talking about Summer League. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he was taking shots.
Yeah. Stop.
I'm not fucking with that dude, man.
Ain't you tired?
I'm not fucking with that dude.
Stop trolling like a bitch. Ain't you tired?
Kendrick is that weird white kid in the back of the class in the trench coat.
That you don't want to mess with. Leave him alone.
I'm not saying anything about this dude.
Leave him alone.
But I'm not saying nothing to him either.
Right.
I'm going to let him go. You and Avenged Sevenfold and all that other shit, you're cool with me.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I ain't going to let nobody say nothing to you.
Right.
Leave that nigga alone.
Man, I'll say what's up. Just to let you know, like, we'll be cool. Like, hey, what's going on?
Yep. Hey, how you doing? How's your day?
Yeah.
You want these tater tots? I don't even eat them, bro. I don't even need them. I just like the Salisbury steak.
My God, I appreciate you, man.
Anytime,
Thank you
dog.
for coming up here discussing some
Yeah,
rap
man.
shit with me. Anytime we talk rap, hip hop,
Always.
you're always on board, man.
Always, dog.
Skrills, my guy, I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir, man. And we'll be back because there's a convo that we've been talking about bringing to the table
Yeah, man,
that we're going to make happen. And I think Kai definitely needs to be part of it.
Oh, shit.
for sure, man. This has been episode 2 of Bring It to the Table. Your boy Mazi, Kai, Skrills, everybody here at the OCD will holler at y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.